when the season actually starts as well. All right, let's go to our list here. Top 10 tight ends in the NFL. So, who are the top 10 tight ends right now, currently in the National Football League? Fluid position as well. Some of the same names, like you're going to recognize at the top all through the list. Some new names as well. But tight end is becoming more now pass catching position, not overlooked. You see all teams in the league. It used to be a handful of teams that, we're going to use a blocker. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're not going to. Now everybody's looking for that big time receiving tight end. Everybody's looking for that. A lot of teams do have one. A lot of teams, like the Ravens, have more than one great tight end. So you're seeing it now, the maturation of out of the old school blocking. They're still blocking, but a lot of these guys, frankly, are hybrid wide receivers now. So who are the top 10 in the league right now? Cole Kmet gets in there, partly because of Caleb Williams is there now. Now, we don't know what Caleb Williams is doing, but they definitely got a Justin Fields out of there. This is a guy now who is going to be – he's been growing slowly as well. I think, like, part of the problem is I think the lack of quarterbacking. I like his hands, great body control, good conditioning with Cole Kmet. I liked him in college. He was the best tight end a few years ago and not a great tight end draft. But I definitely think he's going to flourish here. I like Kmet here at number 10. Number 9, Dalton Keke. What did we just talk about? The league transitioning to pass catchers on the outside, not just tight ends that will in straight line. I don't like him much as a blocker, but I think that's kind of why he didn't play a lot last year. Get as many snaps, and obvious running because they ran more. But this guy can catch the football. There's no question about it. Dalton Keke, I think he's still developing, so it's a bit of a projection. But I think the best is yet to come. He's going to be needed more, too. Part of this is now Stephon Diggs is gone now. So Dalton Keke, he's going to be looking, Josh Allen's going to be looking more to his tight end, maybe more inside, going to be, a little more conservative there. So what better way to use it than a tight end with great hands and speed on the outside in Dalton Keke, number 9. Number 8, Trey McBride. Those of you who don't watch much Cardinals because they haven't been very good. I think this guy kind of came out of nowhere, but maybe not. This guy is more of a blocker, though. I think he kind of handles himself pretty well in the run game. Handles himself as a blocker as well. But I think his pass catching has been growing leaps and bounds as well. Not as much pressure on him this year. Got Kyler Murray for the full season. Going to have Marvin Harrison as well. So he's going to have more open space to go ahead and work. So I think Trey McBride definitely be right around that 1,000-yard mark. Number 8, Evan Ingram. This is he's absolutely the modern tight end. No way he plays tight end years ago. Definitely built like a wide receiver, frankly. He built like a guy, maybe like standing next to like a Terrell Owens or something like that. You couldn't tell the difference between him and like a Terrell Owens. But he's definitely great hands. Definitely great hands. Definitely a guy. Just needs to be, I think, I would say he needs to be more consistent, and I think it's true of the quarterback with him. I think both of these guys getting a little more consistent can get up the list a little bit. I think definitely he has the talent. He definitely has great speed, get open. Guys have a hard time staying with him, catching him from the backside. I've seen that a lot with Evan Ingram as well. He's really good. 7, maybe a little bit more consistent. David Njoku, kind of like Trey McBride. Some people think, well, why is he on? Well, he's been pretty good last season as well. Kind of like not under the radar a lot because of Amari Cooper there as well. But seems like no matter who the quarterback is, David Njoku is getting his fair share of catches there. So David Njoku has been really good as well for the last couple years. Definitely right around that 1,000-yard mark. He could definitely block. He definitely does a lot of blocking. Cleveland, definitely a run team, does a lot of running. So interesting to see how he does going forward. But I like him a lot. I definitely like him. He kind of it better than everybody thinks he is. Not elite quite there, but he's just right in that tier below as far as elite. TJ Hockenson. He is really at the elite. The first four, there's no question about it. But he's really right there as well. TJ Hockenson really makes a big difference in the game. He gets open a lot. That's that. Well, it seems simplistic to put it like that, but it seems like he does. Um, he's running without a lot of resistance more often than what you think. He's another one. Tight ends kind of do sneak up on you, and he definitely does. Hockenson, the big thing too, you saw it even in year for last when he went from Detroit over to Minnesota. Huge difference in the talent of the Vikings when you saw that right away. They're going to need it now. He's got a young quarterback. Maybe this is kind of again maybe not why he's as high. The young quarterback there. They're going to have J.J. McCarthy. They're going to have Sam Darnold. Kind of said the same thing last week about Jefferson. How many catches is it going to be? So I think that's why he's a little lower. But I think on a different team, you could definitely have him call him an elite receiver. He's that talent. Andrews, our guy. Put him at 4. Only because of the injury. Battling back from an injury, came back. Not a lot worried about it. This is year, I think, 7 for him. 6 or 7. I think this is year 7. So a little more tread on the tire, had an injury. But no, look, Andrews, I think, is very, very complete receiver. Very complete. Definitely, of all the Ravens receivers, understands his quarterback better than anyone. A lot of guys run routes, whatever, etc. That's fine. He goes to where Lamar is. He goes to where the quarterback is. Got to run quarterback. I've seen him do it so many times. Whatever he's doing goes back to the football. He has great hands in traffic as well. That's the thing about Andrews. Definitely catches the ball in traffic. Definitely you need that for a tight end because you're going to have more traffic. George Kittle. It feels like it's a little slippage with him, but he's still really good. I mean, the only thing he does is he seems like every year he's missing 2 or 3 games. That's the only thing with him. If you could actually get him on the field for 16 games, he's fantastic still. He's got terrific speed for a tight end. Terrific. Definitely runs very, very fast. I definitely think he's more complete. I think he's a much better blocker than he gets credit for. I've seen him actually go in games and block, but he's definitely got that speed. So he's not like an Ingram where he's just catch radius or Kincaid, but definitely this guy blocks big time and he catches as well. You could do a game plan about him. We'll see what's going on in San Fran with Ayuk, etc., maybe going out the door and all the rumors, whatever. But look, don't worry about your tight end spot. You got George Kittle there still. He's outstanding. Sam Laporta, really eye-opening. Just like blows you away with the athleticism right away, blows you away with his hands, does everything well. Definitely a younger version of a George Kittle. Runs real fast. Guys can't stay with him. Linebackers, you could totally forget it. Safeties, you got to put a safety on him. He's bigger, stronger than a lot of them. He'll push him down. Definitely he was dominant as well. And definitely he's like, one reason I like him high above Kittle is not that that's not the case necessarily with Kittle or Andrews or whatever, but the kinship he has with Jared Goff, I think is outstanding. Another one, gets his quarterback, gets what his quarterback's trying to do. Jared Goff, I think, understands exactly what he's getting with Sam Laporta. I tempted to put him at 1. Not quite, but not quite over Travis Kelce yet. Kelce, I think, it's a little more tenuous. Kelce is still terrific. I mean, Kelce runs over people, period. like you're not going to one-arm tackle a Travis Kelce. It's not going to happen. Taylor's boyfriend here is I have a coworker called him every day, Taylor's boyfriend. Taylor's boyfriend here will run you over, period. Definitely catches every type of football in traffic, blocks big time. If you have a block for a whole game, he can do that. He's going to catch a lot of his passes. The reason why it's worked with no wide receiver is because I think they have a Hall of Fame tight end. If he can retired right now, I think he's in the Hall of Fame. But I do think it's very close with him and Laporta. But I'm going to leave Kelce at 1 and not have Laporta there. There you go. All right. So those are the top 10 tight ends in the NFL. If I would say, though, from a Ravens perspective, if I was to do a combo of tight ends, I would say I would have Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews at 1. I would do that. But I didn't do combos. I just did the best 10 players. So, but I definitely like that. But